Existence Brewing.
Okay, Cosmic Kiddos, it's time for another Existence Brewing download.
You have your bear mug, but it's not a Starbucks bear mug, is it?
It is.
It is a Starbucks bear mug, but it's not the one in question.
Okay,
Not the one in question.
Good.
The one in question just came out this morning. And remember, I don't follow social media, even though I'm in the news business, so I don't hear everything. So went down to my local Starbucks, one of the 5, by the way, that we have in the town that, we need 5, Go down, see somebody that I actually know that's a barista there, which was great. Manager was out. I know him too, but hey, what's this bear cup thing all about? Oh, you're way too late for that. Those sold out within minutes this morning. We had a line outside the door at 4 before we even opened. Oh, okay. Well, it's one of those deals. All right. So got some information from her, went back, did a little more digging online, find out it's this Bearista is what it's called. And it's a glass mug that's shaped like a bear holding a mug with a hat on. And that's it. And it's a limited edition, of course. And it's $30. But there were lines snaking around city blocks this morning in metropolitan locations to get a hold of these. And it's one of those deals. So I wrote something about it. It was designed to be a quick piece just about that alone. Just, if you're looking for the Starbucks Barista mug, you're out of luck because they've all sold out, folks. In fact, local Starbucks was sold out within 5 to 10 minutes this morning in the Valley. So that's what it was supposed to be. Knowing me, it didn't turn out that way.
Is it kind of like the moose mug from Family Vacation?
Yeah. A little bit. So anyway, it didn't turn out that way. Instead, it turned out like this. I'm going to read you the piece right now. So here you go. Ever since the Tickle Me Elmo phenomenon of the mid-1990s, insatiable consumers in the Western world have been consistently willing to drain abundant amounts of their precious time, energy, and resources to scour the retail confines of planet Earth in an attempt to acquire whatever the latest social media-fueled must-have item has become during any given holiday season. Although every Christmas shopping cycle is routinely filled with any number of deliberately underproduced and overpriced material objects for crazed buyers to seemingly choose from, there's usually one that ends up topping the heap of stuff that's likely to be rendered totally worthless and either bound for the county landfill or the Salvation Army donation bin by the time the next holiday season rolls around. Enter an early favorite for this year's top of that pile, the holiday Bearista mug from Starbucks. This cute little fellow is made from clear glass that's hand-blown by caring artisans. I'm kidding. It's made in China, in the shape that's reminiscent of the classic bear-shaped containers which are used to store honey. Replete with a ribbed stocking cap in Starbucks green, along with a dainty mug of his own and a candy cane-style straw, also in Starbucks green, of course, his function is like that of any other beverage receptacle. Liquid goes in and can then be sucked out of his hollow little brain. It's truly groundbreaking, I assure you. The Bearista mug's arrival at Starbucks locations nationwide had been as highly anticipated as that of the Christ Child's, and lengthy lines of people eager to part with $30 and trap one for themselves formed outside many stores hours before they opened across the nation this morning. The bite of this year's Bearista frenzy didn't spare our hometown, I'll just say, either, as similar lines snaked outside of all 5 Starbucks locations in town in the pre-dawn hours, and each was sold out of the currently coveted critter within half an hour of opening. One human barista who I'm acquainted with at a Starbucks store locally told me that employees arrived to find a long line at the front entrance at around 4 this morning, and that this hype-hungry mob emptied their entire stock of Bearista mugs in less than 10 minutes. While the appetites of the Bearista gobbling hordes in our neck of the woods were no doubt voracious by any measure of consumerism, they were relatively tame when compared with the legions who rushed the gates of Starbucks stores in other U.S. cities Thursday morning, including Houston, Texas, where 2 men reportedly got into a bear knuckler over the limited edition mug, prompting the police to be called and at least one of them to be taken downtown. Although the Barista mug retails for the astonishingly low price of just $29.95 at Starbucks stores everywhere, his aftermarket ask is actually what you'll need to be doling out in order for you to get one this holiday season, since every last one of them appears to have been sold earlier today. And at the moment, that means prices in excess of at least $200 on sites like eBay, with many actually fetching between $300 and $500. Sure, I know you need this thing as much as you do like a week's worth of groceries or a good chunk of your car payment, right? As you can probably tell, I personally don't see what all the fuss is about, but I'm also a hopeless idealist who cherishes his connection to individuality, never likes to find himself going with the mainstream flow, and is also not much of a Christmas shopper either. In my view, our consumer-driven world took its mightiest wrong turn ever and plummeted to a neonator of despicability when 34-year-old Jamitai Damour was trampled to death by a maddened crowd of Black Friday shoppers, all looking to score a doorbuster cheap TV set at Walmart in Valley Stream, New York in 2008. On that morning, 13 years ago, instead of busting the doors of the store, those insane zombies busted a human being's life for the sake of a good deal on a material possession. And although a few dozen folks waking up at 1 a.m. to stand outside in the cold for hours so they can get their paws on a mug that looks like a bear is not entirely tantamount, it's still an ugly limb that's attached to the same monster, in my humble opinion. So, if you were one of the lucky few who managed to snag a Barista mug from Starbucks this morning, then congratulations. You now possess one more thing that the insurance company likely won't replace for its true value in the event of loss or damage. But alas, I do hope it makes you happy. Now, let's see for how long.
We hope this download brewed up something for your existence. To find more, and for full episodes of Existence Brewing, check out the podcasts at existencebrewing.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts online.
Existence Brewing.